Hello, it's me, Sky, and welcome to what I hope to be a very chill, cozy vlog. Today is Monday. I'm leaving for vacation on Thursday, so I have 3 days to get my life together. I feel like I have already made some progress in that direction, but also I haven't really started making all of my lists yet, which I always do when I go on vacation. I just make lists of everything I need to do and everything I need to pack and everything I need to buy and all of that stuff. I've just been kind of winging it so far, and so I feel like I'm doing really well. But if I start writing it all down and then have like an actual tangible physical evidence of all the things I have left to do, then I'm probably gonna get overwhelmed. But I'm trying to not get overwhelmed because I'm making this video and I want to have more of a cozy feel to this experience. I don't want this to feel chaotic and hectic. Well, all my videos end up being chaotic because my life is just kind of like that. But I would really like to have some peaceful moments before we leave, because you don't want to start vacation exhausted, especially when you're going on a vacation like I'm going on, which means I'm gonna come back exhausted. A lot of times you go on vacation to rest. That's not this vacation. So we're going to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Mostly we're going to a car show, but what I'm focusing on is the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg activities, and the kids are very excited about those things. Kenneth is more excited about the car show, and that's fine. We're gonna do that, but we have lots and lots of water parks we want to visit, and maybe take a stop by Dollywood and those types of things. I don't think I'm going to try to vlog the vacation because I just want to be there in the moment, you know? So I want to try to have this video for you guys before I leave, and it should go up on the day that the roundup should go up. So I'm sorry. You should be seeing this at the time you would normally be seeing a roundup, and there won't be a roundup today. So I'm sorry about that. I already have seen that Diamond Art Club has come out swinging this week because they announced like actual furniture for release this week. Sunday they said, they showed us like these tables, which look amazing. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone if you're wondering what I'm doing. But they haven't given us like pricing yet. And as of right now, it hasn't actually released, so it's not on the website, so I still don't know the pricing. But I'm amazed. Like the little table? What even, like, I don't even know what to think about this. What are we doing? Look at that one, like the little L shape, and like I don't know the components. Like, are all of these pieces going to be sold separately and they all work together, or are these different pieces of furniture in every picture? Like, these are all a different item for sale. I have no idea how this is going to work, but I'm amazed. I'm anxious to see the pricing, and I'm also anxious to see like how many I guess I'll never know how many they purchased, how many they have in the warehouse, but I want to see how quickly they sell out, and then I want to see how quickly they restock them, because I would like to get one, I think. But I mean, reviews will come in as people do buy them and get them and set them up and things like that, and I don't think I'm gonna be one of the ones to jump on it right at the start and give you guys the review. I think I'll wait and see if other people recommend it first, even though I think they're beautiful. I think it's a great idea. But anyway, sorry that I won't be discussing that in a roundup today, and who knows what they will be coming up with for Wednesday and for Saturday. I hope it's nothing like out of this world and I'm gonna miss out on it, but you know, it's a vacation. I'm gonna do it. It's scheduled. I'm not gonna cancel it because Diamond Art Club did something cool. They'll do something cool again and again and again. So what I have planned for this video is to just take you through some of my, well, I guess probably some of my more hectic moments where I'm prepping for vacation, packing some things, making some lists, but also what I want to do as far as hobbies before I leave, because I really want to finish finish is a much stronger word than I need to use. I want to achieve a few goals that are very attainable before I leave, such as I want to do my calendar page for August for the Diamond Art Club calendar. I have caught up since we last spoke. I don't think I'd even done May whenever we last talked about it, but I've done May, June, and July, and I need to do August because it's already the what day? It's the 4th, and I haven't done it, so I need to do that. I also have another small diamond painting on the go, and I'll show that one to you when I unbury it from the chaos that is my table. But I'm doing that one for my son. I don't know if I want to try to finish it before we leave. I think I could if I made that my focus, but I do want to work on it a little bit before we go. I also have picked back up on my temperature blanket that I'm crocheting, and I'm trying to do several rows a day. I don't know that I will like ever catch up. It is possible still that I could get all the way caught up to today's temperature. But right now I'm still working in March, and I had a bit of a yarn debacle, but whenever I work on that, I'll talk to you about it also. And I would also love to do some gaming before I go, and I'm in the middle of a book. I actually just finished my 35th book of the year, which was my reading goal, to read 35 books this year. So the last book that I finished was number 35. And so technically I've achieved a goal. I've done something, yes. But I'm not gonna stop reading or whatever. So I've already started another book. I would love to make a little more progress in that. I don't think I'm gonna take the book I'm reading on vacation because it's a library book, because what if I misplace it or get it wet at the water park or something? Like, that's no way to treat a library book. So I'm probably gonna have to pick a different book to take with me on the vacation and just leave this one unfinished, because it's like 400 and something pages and it's a historical novel, and I tend to read those slower, so I don't think I'm gonna finish it before I leave. But anyway, hobby-wise, I think that is everything. I have a bit of a yarn haul to show you, but the first thing I'm gonna do, I think, is eat some breakfast, because I haven't done that. What today looks like, my daughter had to go into work early, so she's there. My son I'm letting him sleep in because he baled hay on the weekend and worked really hard and he's exhausted. So I'm trying to let him rest up so that he is fresh for our trip. He is super excited. And so it's probably best for him to be asleep, because when he's awake, he's just gonna be like, when are we going? Are we about to leave? Even though he knows that we're leaving Thursday. Anyway, also, I wanna spend a lot of time with Nugget because we are taking him to a boarding place. He's not going with us. He almost always travels with us, but this time he is not. And this will be his first time to stay at a boarding place, which I trust them. I trust them. They have a nice yard. They keep the dogs separated according to size. They have air-conditioned areas that the dogs are in all the time, and they're very responsive. They send you updates every day, and I think that I am comfortable. Like, I know that I'm comfortable with them, but I'm obviously not comfortable with being away from Nugget, just for my own peace of mind. Like, I just love him. I just love him. And so that's going to be really hard. And I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm going to cry. I know. Probably all of us are going to cry. It's going to be an awful, awful thing. But he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. And I'm just going to have to keep telling myself that. Oh my gosh. How do you guys do it? How do you, when you go on vacation, how do you leave your dogs? I don't know. Whew, it's rough. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast and then we're gonna get started on accomplishing some things. Well, I have begun my list making, which kind of stressed me out a little bit, so I stopped. There was too much on it and too many things that I have thought of since that need to go on it, and I said, nope, we need to take a breather on that. So I'm sitting at my diamond painting table now. Nugget's over there. He's having him a little nap time. I am probably gonna work on my calendar page, but I did want to show you the ones that I've done since I talked to you last. So I have the May page complete, which I really enjoyed. I thought this one came out really well. I was actually super disappointed that I didn't get it done in time to hang it, because it was just kind of like finish it and then turn the page. There's nothing else to do. It was already like July by that time. So then I worked on June's page. This one was cute. Not my favorite, but it came out great. Like it looks great. I have no real reason to feel negative about it. It was really fine. And then I did July's, which I find very fun. I really like the look of this one. I thought this one was really creative, and I didn't actually display it, but I did have it like flipped to this page for several weeks, so I actually got to enjoy this one for once. And then we are only a couple of days into August, so I should get to, in theory, enjoy the, I'm going the wrong way, enjoy the August one as well. The reason I haven't hung it up, oh, this is cute. I love the Little Mermaid. She's adorable. So I haven't hung the calendar because Kenneth is being kind of a stickler about holes in the wall. Like, he'll let me, like, our big paintings and things, the important big items, of course, those are getting hung on the wall, but the kids wanted to hang like their posters and things like that, and he said, no, we're not putting tacks. No, we're going to just do like the putty, the what is it called, like Gorilla Putty, that's safe for the paint, and it'll just peel off and not damage anything. And I was thinking, well, I could use putty, and then I said, no, putty, this is getting very heavy now, because now it has drills on so many of the pages, so it's getting to be kind of a hefty, well, I don't even know how many pounds I would say. Probably not very many, but still, I don't think the putty's gonna cut it. I think I'm gonna have to do some kind of like command strip or something. And then I wonder like what weight capacity I should get for a command strip, because how heavy is it gonna be after I've done all of the different months? And I haven't even really decided where I want it to hang, so I'm not looking too deeply into how to hang it. This may just be one of those things that I flip it to the right page every month and then finish it and then just sit it somewhere and look at it like I did the July page. That may just be, because I have not written on any, like I haven't marked off any days or anything on any of these pages. I haven't put any scheduling things, reminders, birthdays. I just didn't want to write on it because I thought it was too pretty, and my handwriting is atrocious. So it's not like I'm using it for checking the date. I just think it's pretty, and then that's what I'm using it for. It can sit anywhere and be pretty, and that would be fine. So that just may be how the calendar goes for me. And I have my August drills out. Usually the way I do this is I just open this packet up and then start with whichever one has the least amount of drills in it, and I pour those drills straight into the tray and put them on the places where they go on the calendar, and then I just dump them. Once I've finished a color, I just dump it in my trash drill container here. And so there's really not a whole lot of cleanup afterwards. I don't know if that is like the proper way to do it, but I'm not going to need any of this again. So I don't see why not just dumping them in my container. I don't see why not. I'm also working on, I told you earlier that I have a little project going, and this is for my son who's obsessed with Garfield. This is one of the little diamonds from Diamond Art Club, and it's called Tiny Garfield. And he's cute. Oh, he's cute. It's only got 6 colors, and this orange that is actually Garfield's like fur is fairy dust, which I don't know if you can see how pretty it is. I've done more fairy dust on his feet. I think you can kind of see it. I don't know, the lighting is not like doing me any favors today, but I've still got like this area to go. I've done this whole side and then the whole bottom. And it really didn't take me long. I only worked on this like 2 days maybe and got that done. So in theory, I could finish this before we leave, but I just don't see it happening. That's just not something I necessarily want to focus on, but I do think I can get it done like soon, but I don't know if I'm gonna try to pressure myself to get it done in the next couple of days. But that is the diamond painting stuff that I'm working on. I also realized that I have some cleaning. Some cleaning has to happen, and I don't know if I necessarily want that to be part of this video because that's not very cozy, is it? But then I was thinking, you guys haven't really seen my house. The last time I recorded like a sit down, spend the day with me or whatever vlog type video, I was still living at the other house. And so maybe you guys want to see my dirty kitchen. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. But that definitely has to happen today. But right at this moment, I want to probably start on the calendar page. I need to go also try to wake my son up because he said not to let him sleep past a certain time, and I tried to wake him up and he did not stir. So I'm gonna try that again. I'm done. Isn't she pretty? I was gonna try to time lapse the entire thing, but then my camera battery died and, well, you know what happened. So you saw a little bit of me working on this. It probably only took like 30 minutes for me to finish this. This one was a real small one. My favorite part, I think, was her hair. I really like those different brown colors, but I also like these pinks. They're very warm pinks, and they go really well with the browns and then like this neutral kind of creamy color. I really, really like this one. I think this is a good one for August. Like usually August is like a very strange like transition type month, and it seems like the picture, it's either like a school or like something that's still hanging on for summer. Like it just, you never really know what to expect from August. But I think this is like a great place for a mermaid. Like if you still want to feel summery, like she's in the ocean, that's great. But if you're not really feeling summer vibes anymore, then like this isn't necessarily like just in your face summer. It's not like fireworks. It's not like the little drinky drink from, that's the wrong way, from last month that's just like super duper summer. So I like this. I think this was a good call. I think I'm gonna like looking at this one for the month, except for the week that I'm gone. I won't be able to look at it, but I'm gonna set it somewhere so that I can see it. Next month, what do we have? We have an owl. I'm excited. This one is definitely starting to have the fall vibes to it. So I am looking forward to that one. Then we'll have a little ghosty pumpkin for October. And then a little cornucopia in November. And then of course, December. Like, can you believe we're already this close to the end of the year? I can't believe it. It's flying by. Okay, so I was gonna say maybe I'll work on this now, but I don't think so. Maybe I'll clean the kitchen now. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. It's not so bad. I need to unload the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher, and wipe down the counters. I think that's all that really is necessary for the moment. And I'm not gonna do any more than what's necessary. Thank goodness that's over. I'm done. I'm done with my kitchen. What are you doing, sir? Nugget he's hanging out with us. So I have an update. I left my phone like somewhere, but the tables, the diamond painting tables, quilting tables, whatever that Diamond Art Club was releasing this morning, they dropped and I was able to look at them. And they also came with a 20% off coupon, but they're already marked down. And I was like, what is going on? So when you click into the listings for them, it tells you that it was actually a product from Joann, and they were not able to accept the shipment because of their bankruptcy situation. And so I guess Diamond Art Club just kind of, I don't know if they bought them or like, I don't know how they acquired them from that point, but they did. So these are actually Joann products that I don't know if Diamond Art Club is going to be like restocking these after these sell out, or if this is a one-time thing. But I mean, the prices are dramatically marked down. I don't know if Joann kept these marked down, because Joann used to have really good sales, but I don't know if that was kind of the running price they would go for at Joann, or if this is really discounted, and then on top of that, them giving us a 20% off discount, which I think it's a pretty good deal. Like, I obviously don't have the table in my hands to see like what is the quality like. Do you have to assemble 1,000 different pieces? Like, I don't know any of that stuff, but it seems like to get a piece of furniture for a couple $100 with a 20% off coupon is decent. I would love to see somebody like get the table, put it together, tell me how it functions, things like that. I would love to know. But anyway, that's just the only update I have on those tables. I guess I'm just gonna keep calling them tables because I'm just not sure what to call them. But anyway, now I want to show you my yarn situation. I have a yarn haul. Sorry, Nugget, did that scare you? But I kind of think I need to explain stuff about my temperature blanket first. So I have my temperature blanket. I have like a whole basket that is just for this project. So I carry this around when I work on it. I have the blanket. Here she is. I ran out of a color, finally. This color that's kind of snagged right here. This is the end of my yarn ball of that color. So I had to source another ball of it, and I went to Michael's physically, and I went in and I looked, and I didn't see the color. And so I left and I was like, I'll just have to order it online. So then I went online to order it and it was like, would you like to pick this up? We have it. Okay, well, I don't know where it was, but anyway, they had it and I just couldn't find it. So I knew, since I ran out of that color, that looking at the temperatures to come, since I'm so far behind now, I know what's coming. So I looked and I saw that there's another color that I feel like I'm gonna go through pretty quickly. When I start to get to the warmer months, I feel like that one I'm gonna need at least 2 balls of it. And that is this color. And they didn't have this in the store. And then when I looked to order it online, I couldn't do that either. And then I looked up this particular soft and shiny acrylic from Loops and Threads, the Michaels brand, and it looks like this has been discontinued, or at least is being phased out. And so I can't get it. Or I mean, I guess I could. If I really wanted to like dive down the rabbit hole, I could probably find some more of this. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't used it in the blanket yet. This is for like 90 degrees, and it hasn't been 90 degrees as of March, where I am in my blanket. So I can pick a different color, and that's what I did. So this is the replacement color, the walnut, that I ran out of, that I'm working on now. So that is the one that I vitally needed. And then what I picked, and Kenneth disapproves mightily of my choice, so you guys tell me whether this is a bad idea or not. I chose this to replace my brown that I can't get. And I know that that's burgundy. It's burgundy. It's literally called burgundy. And it's not brown. And this blanket is brown theming. That's what we're going with. But this is a very, very warm, almost like, it almost has a red tinge to it, this brown. And then the burgundy, I feel like it works fine. Let me show you, like, sit it on the blanket. I feel like it's gonna be fine. Like, up next to those darker colors, which is where it's gonna be, because this is now going to be my 90-something degree color. And so it's gonna be like sitting next to this. And occasionally this. And I don't feel like, I don't feel like I hate it. I don't know. I really did want it to be all brown, but the only other brown that I could find just really didn't work. It was just like a really like cool toned brown. Just, it really, I didn't think that it meshed with the project. So I really want to go with this. That's just, that right now, that's what I'm doing. Unless you guys talk me out of it or Kenneth talks me out of it. But that's, I got 2 of these. If I don't use them in the temperature blanket, I'll use them for something else, because I do like this color. Cannot deny. I'm feeling that. I really like it. And then also, okay, put it all away. I also got just a ball of black yarn, and I let Kenneth pick what color he wanted to use on the day. I was gonna do a special row on the day that we bought our house, this house, and then the day that we sold our old house, I was gonna do a special yarn color, and I let him pick, and his favorite color is black, so it's gonna be black, which I feel like is fine, because I already have a white in the temperature blanket. Because of our snow day, I did white, so I think it'll be fine. It's only gonna be 2 rows, unless something off the wall happens and we need another like significant day of this year. But as of right now, there'll only be 2 rows of that. Then I also got this little pack of cotton yarn. This is Lion brand cotton, which I have really enjoyed the little bit I have used Lion brand, and they're you know, they've been around a while, so I feel like this is probably going to be pretty decent. But what I was going to do is take this on my trip and make some placemats with it. I found a pattern that I think I like. I haven't really tried to, you know, work it up at all yet. I was going to wait till I was traveling and see if I jive with it, but I think I hope I can make 4 out of this, but I might can only get 3. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, and if I have to buy another ball to make a 4th one, because I need 4. There's 4 members of my family. We need 4 placemats. So I don't see myself making more than 3 while I'm traveling anyway. So I did think of trying to bring a mini dazzle with me while I was traveling, but the only time that I'm gonna have to work on anything is actually in the car. Like once we're at the hotel, I don't see myself taking out a project. I don't see myself with a lot of downtime at all. And so I just don't know if I can diamond paint in the car. Like, am I that good? I don't think I'm that good. I think that is just asking for trouble. But so I'm gonna bring crochet, and I also bought a hook. Even though I already have a 4mm hook, I got this one just because I don't. There's just something about my 4mm hook that I'm using right now. I'm using it on a different project, and it just it's like there's something about it that's not smooth. Like you can do like this and you don't feel anything, but every time you feel the yarn move across, it's like it snags or hits a little bump, and I'm just annoyed. I don't know what it is, and it's probably just me, but I decided that I wanted another 4mm, and this one looks like there's no way that there could be any snagging right here. I feel like this will solve the problem, but I'm gonna continue using the other hook on the other project because I'm too scared that I will like mess up my gauge or whatever. So this is for the placemats. So that is what I got. Yep, that's all. That is what I got from Michael's, my little mini yarn haul. I think I might sit down and do some crochet right now. Go. Okay, it went back in the box. I think I might work on the temperature blanket for just a little while. I need to pick my daughter up from work in an hour or so, and I have laundry going. I didn't video that. At any given moment, I probably have laundry going. That's just the circle of life in my house. So I've got laundry going, which is just gonna be endless until we leave on the trip, because everything needs to be clean when we go, but we still have to wear clothes until then. So I also need to give Nugget a bath before we leave, which he's just gonna love. That will probably be tomorrow that we'll have to do that, because I want to also like wash his blankets and probably wash our sheets tomorrow, maybe. Oh boy, we do still have to make another trip to town to get like snacks and some basic things. Like I wrote Band-Aids. I need Band-Aids. You can't go on a trip without Band-Aids, so I have to buy those. I need to buy Nugget some more food, because even though he's got an almost full bag, I want to take extra just in case he gets extra hungry. I really feel like he's not going to eat hardly at all while he is at the boarding place. But I hope that he eats. I hope that he gets comfortable, and I hope that he's happy. Oh gosh, I'm so worried about it. Okay, I'm trying not to stress. We're trying to be cozy. Do you want to chat briefly about books? Because I have the book I'm reading right here, and I don't think I have the mind capacity to like read right now, but I do want to mention it since this is something cozy that I do most of the time. I'm just not currently in the headspace to do this. But this book is called The Girl in the Photograph. It's by Kate Riordan, and it's a historical that is compared to Rebecca. And wasn't there something else? I thought there was something else. It was like, it's like Rebecca and something, but I don't see the something now. I just see Rebecca. But so far what has happened is there are two different points of view, but I've only read from one so far, but I know there's a second one because where I stopped, the next chapter starts, it's got the other person's name on it. So I know that we're going to read about two different women, but the woman that I'm reading about, or have read the first chapter, which was like 50 pages long, 47. She is called Alice, and she is in England. It's the 1930s, and she's always been very bookish, and she decided to continue her schooling rather than do what her mother and many of the other girls that she grew up with, they all wanted her, well, the girls themselves, they all did not attend further schooling. Her mother did not want her to attend further schooling because you should just go and find a husband. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't, further schooling is for boys. But Alice wanted to continue her schooling, and she did, and she got a job. She doesn't super love it or anything, but she is doing things. She never really was that interested in the find a husband, go be a homemaker type of lifestyle, but she knew that that's really the only option. So she was just kind of sailing through until she found the husband and had no choice but to go be at home and have babies. So she does end up finding a man that she's interested in who is unfortunately married, and he also unfortunately tells her a bunch of things that he's going to do, like leave his wife, and that he's unhappy with her and he's going to tell her and all of these things. And Alice ends up pregnant, and of course the man just ghosts her. He wants nothing to do with her and never intended to leave his wife or anything like that. And so Alice is in quite the pickle in the 1930s. So she eventually has to tell her parents, and her parents send her to this big house in the countryside, and I think it's called Firecombe Manor, and she's being sent there to wait until the baby's born, and then she's going to give the baby up for adoption. No one has asked her if she wanted to do anything else. That is just the only option. You'll go there before you're too pregnant for people to know, and then you'll have the baby and then give it away, and then you can come home and nobody will ever know. That's the agenda at the moment. So she's just arrived at the house. She doesn't know anybody there. They don't know her, and she's just seen it for the first time and she thinks it's great. But I imagine from the couple page little prologue that she's not gonna think it's great for very long. There's gonna be some ghosty something. There's already been some talk about the family. There was an incident with the family that used to live there, and I guess we're gonna find out what that is, but I don't know. Anyway, that's what I will be reading when I can have the mental capacity for that. But for now, I think we're gonna do some crochet. Hello, good morning, and welcome to my bathroom. I don't even think it's morning. Well, it's 12:30. It's pretty close, but it's afternoon. So, after I spoke to you yesterday and told you I was gonna do some crochet, I did do that. I I did my 3 rows that I'm trying to do every day, and then my son decided that he has this little neck pillow that he likes to travel with, and he decided that he wanted it recovered. It came with a little cover on it, and he's never really liked it much, but it did what it was supposed to do. So we didn't worry too much about it, but it's starting to show its age. He's probably had that neck pillow for 5 years or so. And so he wanted it recovered. We had some fabric that I made a curtain, I think, for him several years ago. And we had some fabric still left over, and I just kind of I didn't film it because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not really good with the sewing, but I did my best, and we got it. The previous cover that the pillow came with, it had a zipper where you could like take the pillow out, but we didn't have a zipper for me to concoct any kind of way for it to be removable. So the only way that he's getting it out of the cover now is if we rip it open. But he said he was fine with that. The pillow, it's not washable anyway, so it's not making any difference that way. So I did that. Hopefully I have put up a picture at some point of the little neck pillow. And that's what I did with most of my evening. I also did a little more reading. I decided that I was chill enough to do that yesterday evening before bed, and I read another chapter of my book, which I don't really think an update is needed there, because all I did was get introduced to the second point of view. I think the only other point of view in the book. And so now I know there's a lady named Elizabeth that is going to have some adventures. That's really all I know about her. She's very, very pregnant. So now I'm following 2 women who are pregnant. That's really all I know about the story. And they're in the same like geographical area. I'm not sure how far apart. Well, they're pretty far apart in time, like 40 years apart in time. But they are near the same house, but not in the same house. There's 2 different houses that are close by each other, but they both have access to this one house that's apparently haunted. But yeah, I really don't know what's going on. Obviously, you can tell. But I'm gonna try to keep reading, and I'm thinking that I might end up actually taking that book on the trip because I'm interested now and I want to know what happens. And okay, so what have I been doing today? I got up this morning and I decided to be productive. Did we even talk about how, like, excuse my hair? I'm sorry that I just got out of the shower and that we're doing makeup. I don't know. Life is crazy. I said this was gonna be cozy and not chaotic, but we're edging toward the chaos, aren't we? Sorry about that. Anyway, this morning I got up and had my coffee, and then I gave Nugget a bath, which he loved so much. He's still pretty mad, but it takes him forever to dry off because he's just got so many layers of fur. I don't know if it's like common pug knowledge, but they are heavy, heavy, heavy shedders. It is work every day to deal with all the hair, and absolutely worth it, of course. We love our Nugget, but there is so much hair to be dealt with, and anytime he has a bath, there is just so much hair. And then it takes him forever to dry because he's got such thick hair. So he's drying off. He's coming around. I've apologized to him many, many times, and I think he's gonna forgive me. He always does. And he'll be ready to go to the boarding place. Oh, I hate it. I want him to look pristine when he goes there. Like I don't want him to be stinky. I've oiled his nose so it looks perfect. His wrinkles are clean, his ears are clean, everything. paws clean, everything. I want these people to know when they see him that this dog is kept. This dog is spoiled. This dog is going to need to come home in like the best possible condition. That's what I want them to see when they see Nugget. Like, these people love this dog and we better not mess this up. That's my goal. So I have him all prettied up and ready to go to the boarding place. It's okay. I'm gonna live, right? I'm gonna make it. I dread it so bad. By the time you see this video, it will already have happened. And I'm sorry that I'm like harping on it so much, but I've literally never done this before. He's never stayed anywhere but home or with us when we go on trips. So I'm just deeply nervous. I don't even think that I'm gonna be able to look forward to our trip or be excited about it until that part has passed and I've recovered. I just dread it so much. Anyway, okay, so plans for today. I need to handle a huge pile of laundry that's on my bed. It needs folding and putting away, you know? Maybe I shouldn't put it away because a lot of that stuff has to go in a suitcase. It's kind of unheard of for me to start packing more than 12 hours before a trip. I am not, I don't know, I'm a last minute type of person. I'm not a preparer. Like, I'll make lists, don't get me wrong, but I do not take action. I do best at crunch time. Like, until there is urgency, I don't do anything. So maybe I could start packing today and be like really proactive. The kids are already packed. Like, my son, everything's packed except for stuff he needs like the morning of. He's ready to go. Like, he could go get in the truck right now and leave. I don't know where he gets that, but it ain't from me, not at all. So at least there's that. Like, when the kids were small and I would have to pack for them and think of what to pack for them, it made things a lot more difficult because obviously I didn't start doing it early enough to not get stressed out. But now they can pack themselves and all I have to do is deal with my own stuff, and that's good. And Kenneth will probably deal with half of my stuff for me. He is much better at packing and organizing and all of that stuff. He will be the one to put everything in the truck and probably put everything in the suitcase because he's just better. He's just better at it. And all I need to do is decide what I want to bring and have that set aside, ready, clean, and he will put it where it needs to go. I feel very confident in that. So I need to handle that pile of laundry in some form or fashion. I'm also washing my sheets, so that's going to be ongoing throughout the day. And I'm trying to have the house clean before we leave so we come home to a clean house. And I've already like taken things out of the refrigerator that would go bad during the time that we're gone that we're not going to eat, and taken the trash out, which I'll have to do again, obviously. But I've done a lot of things. The laundry is caught up for the most part, except for the sheets that I'm doing. I think I will have to do one more load of clothes just so everybody has those last minute things that need to be cleaned. And that should be it. Tomorrow we'll have to go to town and get snacks and last minute things that we've either forgotten or just never, like, I didn't, my daughter wants some Dramamine, which she's never asked for on a trip before, even though she gets motion sick, she does. Well, it's so strange that she cannot ride in a car without getting sick, but she can go on any number of roller coasters. We have never met a roller coaster that she didn't like, and she's fine. But put her in a car, nope. But usually she just toughs it out and like sits there and deals with it. She doesn't want to take anything, but this time she's like, yeah, knock me out. So I gotta go get some Dramamine that I was not expecting to have. Just things like that that are just popping up. We gotta go get those things. I gotta return some library books. That's all for tomorrow. Today, I need to edit this video a little bit and do some crafty things. I think I'm gonna have time. I think that I have done enough this morning that I can kind of spend the afternoon doing pleasant things like maybe diamond painting, or I do need to do my 3 rows of the day on my temperature blanket. I also have my other blanket that I would like to work on, my Hearts and Flowers crochet along blanket, but I don't know if I'll get if I'll get to that or not. And then there's some reading, also some gaming, lots of things that I want to do that hopefully we can chat about later this afternoon after I've done a few more tasks and after my hair gets dry, hopefully, and also after Nugget gets dry, because he'll be so much more forgiving once he's all the way dry. Right now, he just gives me a dirty look every time I walk in the room. Does your dog do this when you give them a bath? Do they just like guilt trip you for the next few hours? Nugget is a particularly grumpy dog. Like he's not. He's very sweet and he is very devoted to his family, but he is kind of a grump. He's very serious. He's a very serious dog. He's not like the goofy pug that you see on TV or whatever. And so he will judge and he will give you that side eye if you've done something he doesn't like, and he don't like baths. So we're gonna try to butter him up, give him lots of treats and things like that. And now my makeup's done. The hair will is gonna dry. It's gonna dry. So let's go do some laundry stuff. Well, what a terrible vlogger I have been. So it's the next day now. It's Wednesday. And I didn't film anything else yesterday. Kenneth got home from work, we got busy and, you know, chaos. So I did manage to get my 3 rows in my temperature blanket last night, and I'll go ahead and show you because I think this is probably going to be the last time I'm able to update you before I end this video, because I still haven't started packing. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're leaving in the morning. Haven't started packing. But here is the blanket now. She's getting long. She is getting there. This will bring me up. I've started this new row that I've only done like this much of is March the 18th, I think. Wow, really catching up. But I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good. I like how it looks. It's an enjoyable experience, and really there's no other reason for me to be doing it. So I'm glad of that. I did read a little bit more. There were some spooky scenes in my book, and they were pretty good. I really liked them, so I'm really into it now. I don't know. I really think I probably ought to bring the book, because if I leave it for a whole week, I'm not going to be excited about it when I come back. So I may take it with me, just not into a water park or anything like that. I might bring a book just for water parks, like one that I own that I'll be okay with if it were to get wet or messed up or whatever. But I've thought about it, but I haven't decided. So maybe I'll let you know in this video. Oh my gosh, I just know. I know myself, and I know things are about to get out of control this afternoon. So I don't want to make any promises. But let's just recap. I finished this. We talked about it already, and I have not had a chance to work on the Garfield diamond painting at all in the last few days, and I also haven't picked up my hearts and flowers crochet along that I really wanted to work on, but I'm not terribly shocked that I didn't get to all the things I wanted to get to, considering all the stuff that we have going on. And what did I want to show you? I buried it already. I wanted to show you these that I bought that look like eye drops. But when you get it closer to the camera, it's actually electrolytes. And you just like put drops in your water and it'll add electrolytes to it. So I don't really drink things like Powerade or Propel or any of those drinks that have electrolytes in them, and I don't really like all of the powders, the electrolyte powders, because they usually have stevia and I don't do well with stevia. So I just got one that doesn't have any flavoring or anything. It's just electrolytes. So I can pour this in my water for when we're traveling and it's hot and I need to replenish my electrolytes. And I also thought, like, don't hate me for this. I know this is sneaky, but I also thought I could sneak this inside the water parks where they don't allow you to bring food or drink because it looks like eye drops. And I could just put a couple drops in my water so to keep me hydrated through the day. I don't know. Is that rude to do that? Because I might do it anyway. Oh, I didn't realize Kenneth is outside like cleaning the truck, and I don't know if that noise is picking up on the camera, so I'm so sorry if you're hearing background noise right now. Another thing that I wanted to do this evening that I may or may not have time for, I bought some cookie dough, just some of the regular already made up cookie dough that you just put on the cookie sheet and you bake it, but they are fall themed cookies. It's pumpkin cookie dough, I think is the flavor, and I really want to go ahead and bake them and kind of like bring them on the trip with us, even though they are fall technically. I just want to. I'm ready to do fall stuff. And that would be a nice little like gateway to just eat some cookies while we're traveling. I don't think anybody's gonna like them, if I'm being honest. My family is not a huge fan of pumpkin, and I don't think they're gonna care for them that much, but they'll eat them. I probably won't eat them because I try not to eat those types of things, but I'll sample them. Maybe we can sample them at the end of this video and just give you our opinions, which will probably be, ew, that's gross, Mom. But anyway, maybe we can get to that tonight if things don't get too wrapped up. But we still have to go to the store, which we're gonna do as soon as I get done filming this clip. And I've got to prepare all of Nugget's things. I've pretty much done that, but I want to look over it again and make sure he has everything that he's going to need. I've only cried twice this morning, only twice, so congratulations to me that I'm not falling apart just yet, but it's getting there. Oh, my battery's going to die, so I better end this clip. Well, my battery died before I could get done saying that, so now I'm going to talk to you more now that I'm not time crunched. I actually thought of something else I wanted to tell you, and that is, I'm pulling something up on my phone. Diamond Art Club did a restock, and they restocked, no, I want to look at it. Yeah, they did a restock, and this one is back. Midnight Explorers. It's by Teresa Donahue McManus, who you guys know that I love her, but this one is special to me. This one came out while I was like sick last year and awaiting my surgery, and all of those bad things were happening, so I missed out on it when they first released it, and then it restocked later, and we were going through all of our like house turmoil, and I couldn't buy it then, and then now it's back and I want to buy it. I want to buy it so much, but I want to wait until we see all the previews for this weekend so that maybe I can add one of those to my cart and I'll get free shipping. And so far they've revealed several, but this morning this one popped up. It's a Scott Howden who I love, and the rendering is so pretty. I know that this is like the worst way to be trying to look at something, but I think that one might be the one that I get with Midnight Explorers. Y'all don't sell out Midnight Explorers before I'm able to get it, okay? By the time you see this video, it may already be gone. I don't know, but I'll just get it in another restock. But that one reminds me so much of a TV show, Midnight Explorers, that is. It reminds me so much of a TV show that I watched and loved around right before I got sick last year, and it just has such a special place in my heart. What is this Scott Howden one called? Year of the Tiger. I just love it. I just love it. Okay. Now, I think I will let you guys go. Have a great weekend. It's hard for me to comprehend that you're not watching this video in real time. You're watching this video way after I filmed it. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I hope to be back with another roundup next Friday and back and refreshed after a wonderful, relaxing vacation. Yeah, that's that's being a little too optimistic, I think. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, here we are. We're gonna try these cookies. We're missing Kenneth because he's outside working on the truck and he's frustrated and he don't want a cookie right now. Okay,
I need to wash my hands first.
Okay, well do that.
I didn't even think about it.
We'll wait then. Okay, you ready now?
Yeah.
Okay, well each of y'all get a cookie and I'm just gonna like pick off of one of y'all's.
Alright then.
And you get one.
Okay.
And I get one. And you have a little piece of this
Okay.
one.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a little sample. Oh, they're already a little more done than I thought they were. Coming apart very well. All right.
3! You ready, Lily?
Well, she's not even in the frame.
I need to move it a little bit.
Well, I'm just trying not to get all that mess on the counter in the thing, but now I've told them about it anyway, so they know.
Alright, whatever. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good.
You like it too, bub?
I can't even see my face. You need to make it go up.
Yeah, you're too tall. Nugget, you can't have it. Okay.
There we go.
Nugget, you can't have it.
Now I'm in the frame.
I mean, it's
Tastes like cereal.
cereal? Okay. One says
Cereal?
it tastes like cereal. Nugget really wants to know what it tastes like.
You can't have it.
Well, maybe he could have like a little, I'll give him a little piece because it doesn't have chocolate in it.
Oh.
Okay, here you go.
What
He,
does it have in there?
he seems to love it. It's
What's that white stuff?
pumpkin, and then the white stuff is like a cream cheese something. I already threw the package away. I don't know.
It's good.
Here, eat that little bit. I give it a fine. I'm gonna give it a fine. Y'all both like it though?
10 out of 10.
Okay, 10 out of 10.
Oh,
Wow.
not me.
No, okay.
7.
7 out of 10. I'll still take it.
8.
Okay, well he's a hard sell, so I will take
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Nugget appears to give it about a 12 out of 10. He's trying to get Lily's now. Okay.
Yup.
We are going to
Wow.
continue packing, getting ready for our vacation. Are you both excited?
I'm excited.
Okay, I might like lower the volume for that portion.
No, don't. No. Full volume.
Okay, we will be back in a week or so, and we'll see you then, or I'll see you then. They'll see you. Well, y'all want to do another video with me?
I don't care.
Maybe we'll all see you another time. Thanks for watching. Bye.